President Theodore Roosevelt was elected for a fourth term of presidency because the world was dangerous, unstable, and uncertain. The United States at the time had a policy of isolationism and non-interventionism. Many people didn't want to have interventions with Europe because of World War I. Many laws said we shouldn't have been partnering with Europe, but many people wanted to, so the Neutrality Act of 1939 made it to where our allies in Europe could receive supplies and armory. Many parts of Europe had already been taken over by the German army. Many people thought that the United States should stay isolated and stay out of war. Roosevelt knew that Great Britain needed American support and wanted to get the American people to understand the gravity of the situation. On January 6, 1941, Roosevelt addressed Congress telling them why America needed to be involved. President Roosevelt wanted to keep them from agreeing to the foreign policy of neutrality. He explained that no one can expect the return of generosity that they were giving back forever. He said, "Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve nor liberty or safety." His intent with this was to rally the public for support for the United States to have a stronger interventionist role. Roosevelt said that their primary focus needed to be devoted to the foreign peril. He believed that everyone was entitled to the four freedoms: the freedom of speech and expression, the freedom of religion, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. The freedom of speech was made so people could read more books and speak their thoughts at public events, unless it sounded dangerous or violent or harmful. In 1969, a law was passed that children could talk about what they wanted to in school. The freedom to worship whoever you wanted was created because people had different beliefs and many people fought over it. So a law was made that you were allowed to worship whatever you want. The freedom from want and fear means that you can have guns in your house under a licensed contract. The four freedoms lasted throughout the war and for decades after, and was a frame of remembrance. The freedoms were values for the American people. There was a statue commissioned by Franklin Roosevelt and made by Walter Russell for the four freedoms, and four paintings based off of the four freedoms by Norman Rockwell. The four freedoms was made to create calmness during a very stressful time in American history.